I'm Nikolai Christensen, and we're here at the East Falls Glassworks making a little video about how to cap the pipe. That is, put air into it and trap it in there with your thumb so that it expands the bubble on the other side. What I typically suggest is for you to hold the pipe like normal, left hand supporting it in front, and then get your right hand in position where the fleshy part of your thumb is stuck there right at the very end of the pipe. It's not sitting down here so that it has to move that far in order to cover the pipe. You want it right there, so all that you have to do in order to seal the pipe is just to rock it that much. And then just take the pipe maybe even almost sideways to your body so that you're like you're playing a flute, and put your lips right up against the pipe so that when you blow, the air is channeled right down in between your thumb and your lips, and then when you move your thumb in position, you've trapped the air in the pipe. So really, that's all that you have to do. And as long as you don't pull the pipe way far away from your mouth before you do it, which some people have a tendency to want to pull it away, or if you blow and then stop breathing, stop blowing before moving your thumb in position, then as long as you don't do a couple things like that that give the air a chance to escape, then you're going to be just fine. That's all you really have to do. And the last component of it is you have the pipe here so that you're blowing against your thumb, and then drop your hand down so it's palm out, so go from palm in to palm out. Then what happens is that you flip the rod 180 degrees. So if there's a little bit of a momentary pause while you're throwing that air into the pipe and the glass is sagging towards the floor in that way, once you actually rotate your hand, the glass will automatically be falling back on center as that bubble is emerging from the end of the pipe. So I'll get some glass on here, I'll run through it, show you maybe one or two more things. So like everything, gather is the start of your piece, and if you can get a good gather, that's going to make the rest of your life easier, including capping. If you can get a gather so that the material is basically all the way off the end and ready to go, then you won't have to do a lot of marvering or blocking and reheating or doing things that might throw off the heat and throw off the cap as a result. So I'm not really shooting for anything in particular here. I'm just going to give the glass a quick little roll to cool it down and straighten it up, and then I'm going to show you that cap. So you can rest the end of the rod down if it's particularly heavy or hard to control so that you can get your hand in position. But once again, thumb, the fleshy part of the thumb, just right there on the end of the pipe, so you just have to rock your hand in order to seal it up. Now, as I mentioned, if you pause for a little bit, you can see the bubble falling off center there while you put the air in the pipe. Then when you flip your hand over, the bubble will be falling back on center, provided it's hot enough, or the mass of glass will be falling as your bubble is going into it. So there, I waited too long, given how the temperature of the glass. It sagged too far to one side before I actually capped my bubble. So the bubble is uneven. You can see that thinner side and thicker side, I think, probably at home, right? So you do definitely want to make sure that that timing is such, given how hot the glass is and how quickly you put the air in, so that it gets back on center at some point in time before that bubble totally fills it up, or you'll end up with some kind of weird result like this. But for purposes of practicing, this will be fine. I'm going to let it get really cold and then just cap over and over. And my suggestion to you, if you're having problems with capping, is just get to the point where you can nail it 10 times in a row, or at least know when you go for that cap whether you got it or not. And a cold bubble works perfectly fine for this. I could just flash it and keep it from exploding while I'm working. But as long as I hear a puff when I let my thumb off the end of the pipe after the cap, then I'll know I got it. So I'll do this into the microphone here, so hopefully you all can hear at home. Right? You don't have to blow for a whole long time, so you don't really have to pause and let that glass fall way off center. And also, by blowing a little bit harder, you can compensate for the glass maybe being a little colder. That's another thing that might help you out. But in any case, it doesn't take a long time. You just have to effectively put that air in there and not pull the pipe away from your mouth first, or stop blowing before you throw your thumb on top. Just blow, move your thumb position, and you'll generally be good. So that's my methodology, and I think for purposes of practicing, it's good just to do what I'm doing right here. Get just a single gather on the end of the rod and run through it over and over until you really understand the mechanics and you get comfortable with it, and then apply it when you're making a piece. Don't practice how to cap when you have something that you already put money and time and stuff into. Just maybe like rent an hour by yourself and do nothing but practice capping until you really nail it, and I guarantee that that will make every single other piece that you make, or at least that you cap on that comes afterwards, that much easier and that much better if you invest that time up front. So thanks very much for watching. Hope you got something out of this. If you have any suggestions or thoughts or comments, please put them in the space below. And yeah, best of luck in Hot Shop. Thanks for watching.